Syphilis check. That was the one joke that I was waiting to do all week. You're listening to Playing Brotherhood, episode 1. I'm Nick.
And I'm PJ.
You forgot your cue.
I'm PJ. I look just like Nick, except I have no shoulders. I went with that one.
You told me you were going to come up with something fresh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tomorrow.
We're talking about pre-podcast, so I should talk about the conversation we had directly before. We were trying to think of something that we wanted to open with, like every episode. Keith and the girl do the prayer, for instance.
Yes.
So we want something that reminds you of us, and so we decided that we're going to tell a childhood story each about the other person.
A semi-embarrassing
or just
very
inflammatory in general.
Okay.
And I'm going to let you start.
Okay. I remember when we were younger, it's two things. When I was in 6th grade and I had made like a 6-foot foam glider thing and you tore it apart.
No recollection.
Do you remember that?
No.
You tore it apart just to be an asshole.
No, that doesn't sound like me. How old would I have been?
You did it. I was in 6th grade, so you were in 8th.
Oh, yeah, I was kind of a prick in 8th grade.
You called me a puny little 6th grader.
Well, you were a puny.
But I came up with a great joke. I said, you're a puny little 8th grader. And you said, oh, that doesn't make any sense.
It makes sense to me now.
Yeah, you didn't get it. But the other thing is I had a Super Soaker 50, and you filled it with water and stuck it in the freezer and froze it. You remember that?
No.
And the whole thing broke.
You're mixing me up with a Dennis the Menace episode.
It happened. And then Mom took us to Target to buy me a new one, but then she bought you something too. I can't remember. One of us got a My Girl cassette tape, like the soundtrack.
Oh, that would have been me.
Yeah.
Good soundtrack.
It was good.
I enjoy it.
Yeah.
Can I tell mine now?
Yeah. I can't believe you don't remember these.
No, I knew you were going to make me out to be the asshole too. Mine's just embarrassing. In fact, I have 2 and I can't decide. The other one I'll tell the next episode, but I'm going to give you 2 keywords. And you get to decide which story I tell right now.
Okay.
The first keyword is ghostwriter.
Okay. I know that one.
Or I think you'll like this one too, battery acid.
Battery acid. Let's go with ghostwriter today.
Of course you went with that
Yeah.
one. Battery acid is definitely episode 2.
Episode 2.
Okay, so it's nothing really. You would just sneak off into mom and dad's bedroom to watch TV at 3 in the afternoon.
Right, and I was a huge fan of the show Ghost Rider.
No, you're jumping ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, I guess we already gave away the keyword.
Yeah.
People are clued in anyway. Yeah, so you're a big fan of Ghost Rider, but you were really ashamed of it. But
you
not
made fun of me.
Well, okay, let me paint the picture for our listeners. You were wearing a necklace pin.
As they did in Ghost Rider. all the kids on the case did.
And you also had a clue book. You would write down clues throughout the episode.
But you don't understand. Ghost Rider, you communicated with him through writing. You can't keep a pen in your pocket. I mean, they wore it around their neck so they could always write with Ghost Rider. And they'd ask him a question. And then he'd go around to street signs.
And that's why I never watched it.
Pick up letters for the answer. It was a great show. And I'd follow along and I'd write down my clues.
So if it were on DVD, would you buy it?
Yeah.
It is on DVD.
Is it really?
I don't know.
I'll probably never buy it. It's a good show if it was still on.
Sam Jackson's in it, right?
For a while.
That's the one piece of information I know.
He played Jamal's dad.
Yeah. Was he a good guy?
Yeah, he was a hard worker. He was a postman or something. But I'm proud of that memory.
Okay.
I was solving clues. I was using my mind at a young age.
Okay, so you win this week. But next week we'll have battery acid to talk about. I kind of want to tell it now, but we'll move on.
Nah, I got to come up with something good in retaliation.
Okay, let's move on from there. Do you have something specifically you want to talk about?
Yes.
Okay.
So this is our 3rd try recording episode 1.
True.
Hopefully this one will work. We don't know when everyone's going to listen to it, but right now it's like 2 weeks away until The Dark Knight comes out.
Yes.
And I have been reading spoilers online, but not too many. And I think you know more than me.
I know a lot more than you.
And I don't think we should say any of them on
I feel
here.
like this is the place to talk about it.
Yeah, that's not fair. That's not fair to our listeners.
Okay, can I give you 3 particular scenarios of the movie that I know?
And
then only one of them is true.
Oh, no. No, I don't want to play that game.
That sounds like a fun game.
Yeah.
No, let's move on then. Anyway, yeah, it looks badass.
Yeah, and
You're saying Heath Ledger Oscar nomination.
Yeah, the posthumous.
Posthumous.
That's not going to happen.
You don't think so?
It'd be silly.
Just schlocky enough to happen to me.
Has there ever been a superhero actor nominated
for being a superhero?
Or in one of those movies, yeah.
Doubtful.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Iron Man's going to take it all this year, though.
Iron Man will win.
Iron Man was good. I liked Iron Man.
Yeah, I was indifferent. But Christian Bale on Ain't It Cool on Ain't It Cool News, there was something about
Your favorite website?
right, exactly. I love it. About how he's anti-Robin in any of the new movies.
Oh, yeah, I
out.
did see that.
Yeah. But you know who should play Robin is Christian Bale.
They would just CGI him
Yeah.
in next to himself.
He's in everything. He's John Connor.
Yeah, and isn't there another franchise he's looking? Not Sherlock Holmes. Who
Uh,
got Sherlock Holmes?
Oh, I can't remember.
Okay.
Someone.
Somebody out there knows
Yeah.
and should email me.
But they were saying that he was going to be Robin Hood in the new Nottingham movie.
I heard that was Russell Crowe, but then he was too old.
No, Russell
Like, they
Crowe.
didn't recognize it until he got to the set.
I think Russell Crowe's going to be the sheriff of Nottingham.
You have to keep talking for a second as I open a new beer.
All right.
No, I meant it.
Oh, okay. I have nowhere to go from here.
Talk more about The Dark Knight.
Yeah, looks pretty badass, I guess.
I have bought advance tickets to see it.
I'm not going to see it on opening night.
I'm going to see it on opening night at a booze theater.
It's going to be...
I sound like such a drunk already. I've got to rein it in. I'm sorry.
In Yakima, there's going to be one screen of it.
That's Yakima, Washington.
Yakima,
Explain
Washington.
to people how horrible it is, and then
That's
move
where
on.
we are right now. It'll be playing on one screen, and the worst people in Yakima will go out to see it, and I'm going to see Mamma Mia that day.
You are going to see Mamma Mia.
Yeah.
Now, let's talk a little bit about this. You are the only person that I can think of that acknowledges the fact that you don't like music, no matter the genre.
I own no CDs.
You've never really owned any
except
CDs.
for a musical soundtrack.
Yeah, and I think I see a Dane Cook CD over there, too.
That's not music. That's hilarity.
Funny, no. Yeah,
There's a Desperate Housewives soundtrack.
Yeah.
Nickelback, Silver Side Up.
It's a strange collection. I was
Yeah.
looking at it this morning.
Yeah. I don't care about music at all.
Okay, so why do you care so much about Rent, for one?
I don't know. For some reason, I really like
And do you
musicals.
prefer seeing the musical to just seeing the movie?
What do you mean?
I mean, what's...
Oh, seeing it live?
Yeah, it's important to you.
Yeah, I think that's better.
Okay, but of all the things to associate yourself with music-wise, I just don't get it.
Well,
I don't
what?
know anything about Rent. They
About
have
Rent
AIDS,
or
right?
musicals?
Musicals. It
Well,
started with Rent.
Musicals are great. Yeah, it started with Rent for
Am
me.
I yelling into the microphone?
Probably. I think we're clipping.
I don't even know what that means.
I read it.
Your terminology
Yeah.
confuses me.
I don't know if we're clipping or not.
I don't know if we're clipping either.
No.
Let's pause and then you can tell me what that means. I feel like an idiot.
No.
What were we talking about, PJ?
About musicals.
Oh, yeah.
My affinity for them.
So you're seeing Mamma Mia.
Yeah, I'll
knowing
see Mamma Mia.
full well going in that it's all ABBA.
Yeah, but I only figured that I only knew
Do you
that
even
like
know
a
an
week
ABBA
ago.
song? Could you name one?
Yeah, Dancing Queen.
Did you just look up the Mamma Mia soundtrack?
No,
and just
no,
find it?
it's the ones they play in the previews. Dancing Queen, and
Oh,
then
yeah. We all know Dancing Queen.
and then the one that goes, Mamma Mia. I've been singing it all weekend.
No,
but
Mamma Mia, Let Me Go is...
no, I'm not talking about Queen.
I didn't mean to jump in.
No, but the thing is, every time I sing the song at work or something, they're going, "Oh, you're singing Queen," so you can understand.
Yeah. Well, what's the difference? How does the line from ABBA go?
God, I can't remember it now.
Of course not. You
I'll
don't know
think of
anything
it.
about music.
I'll bust out into it.
Okay.
And I haven't seen it yet, and I've only recently seen the trailer, but I'm very excited. And it will take over instead of Dark Knight for me.
So you're going to see that knowing that Dark Knight is out there.
Yeah, I'll probably wait
Heath
for...
Ledger's posthumous performance.
I'll probably wait like 2 weeks.
Why?
Because it's just always so crowded here in Yakima at the Mercy theaters.
You can pull a movieguyspodcast.com and complain about the theaters.
Oh yeah? Do they have a
let's
forum
hear a whole
for that?
riff on how... Yeah, well, no, they just bring it up in every episode.
Oh,
Those are good guys, Matt and Scott.
Matt and Scott.
Movieguyspodcast.com.
They'll be on here one day.
Yeah, I'm sure of it.
Yeah.
And we'll be on their show, too. We'll conquer all.
Yeah. We're gonna get at every medium of
Yeah,
the internet to
that's
take
correct.
over.
Do you know any other than this?
There's video.
There's Google.
There's Google. You can get on Google Video.
Is there Google Video?
This is the lamest riff we've ever done.
Okay.
We are very aware of the microphones.
Let's move to the next thing on this big list
All right.
then, because we're so good at improving.
That's right.
Did I leave anything off? The one thing we acknowledged in our prior attempts to doing this is that we often don't finish stories. So is there any
Right.
cliffhangers that we've already forgotten about?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I think we finished everything.
Okay.
We had some great stuff about Googles and Google Video.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
Yeah.
I'm still laughing.
Yeah. Oh, I can wish you a happy late birthday.
Yeah, pretty late by this time.
By this time. But I did say it only the first time like a week late.
But nobody will ever hear that.
Right, yeah.
Okay. So what did you get me for my birthday? I forget. I'm sorry. Is this awkward?
I got you nothing, right?
I believe so.
Yeah.
I'd have to check again.
Yeah.
That's cool, man.
Did you get me something for my last birthday?
Probably not. I can tell you what Mom got me for my birthday.
Oh.
And then we should talk about Mom and Dad for 20 minutes and bore everybody to death.
That sounds good. I did see what Mom got you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
It's
I did
still
see
related.
what Mom got you. And it's the same stuff. It's what I get on my birthday.
Right.
There's pajama bottoms.
Stewie from Family Guy.
Yeah.
My pajama bottoms.
Yeah.
Your wife had some things to say this morning when she saw me on the couch.
Oh, yeah.
Before even you made a comment.
You looked creepy.
Yeah, a little bit. And then what else? Oh, a Budweiser T-shirt
Uh-huh.
and a Corona hat.
I got
She loves to call out the drunk in me.
I got Corona pajamas.
See, that seems sweet to me.
A shirt that says Super Dad. And it's too small for me. Mom doesn't realize how fat I'm getting. And like a 25-piece puzzle.
25, was that for you or your daughter?
No.
Your 9-month-old daughter.
I didn't get that, but that's the gift I would always get growing up.
Oh, okay.
When I was 14, 25-piece puzzle.
They weren't good with gift giving.
No.
Not
But it was
especially-
Grandma Fran that usually gave me those.
Oh, you know what Grandma used to buy me, of all things?
Like bikini lady posters?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'd get a 25-piece puzzle. I was going through puberty, too.
There
We're
was
close
only a
in
year and a
age.
half difference.
Yeah.
But, I was much taller than you
Yeah.
at the time, to be fair.
That's true.
But now you're gargantuan and have no shoulders.
I'm a Hulk. Last night when Nick came to town and we were at Sports Center, great bar here in Yakima.
Yes, great local dive.
Everyone from my work was calling you Little PJ.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't like that.
I remember they didn't believe us that you were older than me.
You know what I prefer even over that is, are you guys twins?
Oh yeah, all
when
the time.
we were roughly the
No,
same age?
I
Even
prefer. Are you guys brothers?
after. Yeah. Either way, obviously we're brothers.
Yes.
We look almost
Yeah.
identical.
And they know for a fact we are, but they want to.
This is no fun for anybody because I think the only pictures available of us right now. That's not true.
We didn't look so much alike when we were younger.
No. You had the big Jew hair.
Yeah, and now you do.
I know. A little switcheroo.
Yeah, that's nice.
okay.
I miss it.
You miss our childhood?
No, my hair,
Oh, that makes much more sense.
my Jew locks.
Yeah, it's good. It's
Yeah.
good times. I wish that you could grow the hair that I can grow.
Yeah, me too.
You'd look a lot more attractive.
Yeah.
Do you want to go on our first break?
I don't know. You want to keep riffing?
No, I think that's exactly why we need to take a break.
Yeah, let's go on a break.
Okay, no more riffing.
We're gonna go smoke a cigarette.
Back in a few.
Back in a few. Welcome back to Planned Brotherhood. I almost said Planned Parenthood. Planned Brotherhood. It's kind of a tongue twister. Planned Brotherhood, episode 1.
Hi, PJ.
I'm rapping DJ PJ. This is my brother, Jazzy Jukebox.
Jeff.
You couldn't even work your own name into it.
This
That
is
was-
too
that-
inside. We got to move on.
That was our first radio show.
Yeah, it absolutely was.
Yeah.
We weren't. Oh, we were actually recording
Yeah, on a tape.
on my dual cassette recorder.
Yeah, that was nice.
Good times. Thanks for bringing that back. I was freaking out a little bit before the break. I had a cigarette. I'm better now.
Oh yeah,
I've decided I can't look at you though. That's
Okay.
what's been throwing me off so
Yeah.
far. So let's turn away.
I'm looking at Audacity.
Okay. Anyway, I do have one good story.
Okay.
That was my awesome segue. So I went to Vegas recently for the first time. I guess it was 2 weekends ago now.
For your birthday.
Yes, for my birthday, June 17th, if anybody wants to send me anything next year. Because I got fucking shit this year.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm over that.
Okay.
And I notice I do keep looking at you like I thought I couldn't. Anyway, okay. So the real point of the story, we'll get back to Vegas. But I went with my friend Margaret. She took a different flight than me on the way home because she was there for work. And she's going to be really pissed that I'm telling the story, by the way. So I apologize.
She's one of 5 listeners right now, too.
And she's one of them that we're going to piss off.
We've alienated
We'll be
our
down to
audience. Wow.
Okay. Anyway, so she's back She's coming back from Vegas to Seattle, and she sits next to. I'm gonna make you guess. It's kind of a local
On an
celebrity,
airplane?
on an airplane.
A Seattle local celebrity?
No, I mean she's out there. Penelope Ann Miller played her in a made-for-TV
Oh,
movie.
wow.
Say it.
Mary Kay Letourneau.
Yes.
Wow.
And Margaret didn't recognize her for who she was, but a coworker did.
Was she there with Billy Falau? And
No.
Oh, wow.
There's so much more to say on that, though.
Wow. I thought they were happy.
I knew that you would like
Don't tell
this,
me they're not happy.
and I hope our listeners do too. Oh, you gotta wait.
Okay.
Let's start at the beginning. She's looking pretty haggard. In fact, I got a couple of
She
cell
did
phone
hard
pictures
time.
that Margaret sent to me.
Wow.
She was pretending to text and taking pictures to Mary Kay Letourneau.
We'll try to put those on our MySpace page.
Yeah,
MySpace.com/PlanBrotherhood.
Margaret will never allow that to happen. We'll
Wow.
actually have to steal her camera.
She looks haggard. She did hard time in prison. She did like 7.5 years.
She's only been out since 2005.
I know.
As a little backstory, in case anybody doesn't know, Mary Kay Letourneau is a kid fucker.
Yeah. And the judge said that she could never see the kid again. And then even though he was over 21 years old, they had to go to court and get that legally dropped so that they could get married.
Okay. Do you know why she was in Vegas?
No.
Margaret took the proper approach and pretended not to recognize her for who she was.
Okay.
And in this way, she was able to get a lot of great information.
Oh.
We know where she lives.
Wow.
Exactly.
Wow.
She is obviously desperate for company.
Is it in Washington?
Yeah, it's Des Moines. We should not say any more.
Hey, why not?
112.
We're going to get her a career start. I bet we can get her on Celebrity Circus or something.
Celebricadabra?
Yeah, Celebricadabra. That'd be good. Her and Silly Billy
I
can
could make
fuck.
any joke name right now
Her
for a
and
VH1 series, and it probably already exists.
Her and Silly Billy can fuck kids together.
No, Silly Billy was not a kid fucker.
Come on. He was in that family.
So rent Capturing the Freedmans if you have Netflix,
Yeah.
and you'll understand that reference.
Okay, so she gave like her exact address and said, come over.
Yes. No. Sorry, let me go back.
Okay.
No, she was just very descriptive in every story that she told, and Margaret was able to piece everything together. For instance, Billy, the husband that you mentioned, how old can he be now? He's had a mustache since he was 12.
When did she get out?
2005.
I think he was 21 then, so he'd be like 24 now.
Okay. They have 2 kids together. That's
Right.
why she was in Vegas, is her kids were in some dance competition.
Oh, okay.
But she's flying in coach. First, you'd think she'd still have some money from her book deals and whatnot.
Yeah, maybe that all went to legal stuff.
Well, she did tell some stories.
Okay.
Billy is currently working as a DJ at a swingers club where somebody was recently shot and killed.
In Des Moines?
I don't believe Des Moines. I think he drives to Seattle for it.
Wow. I'd like to go to that club.
Yeah, and he doesn't have a license. She was hoping that the flight would come back in time for her to pick him up from work without him being pissed. He can't drive himself because of the several DUIs in his name.
Wow.
And she said all of this on the plane.
Wow.
I told Margaret she needs to go to OK Magazine and just sell the shit out of this.
Yeah, with the pictures.
Oh, yeah. She's got everything.
Oh, man.
Okay, let's give Margaret's email address and encourage people to convince her. Anyway, that's my one story. It didn't go on as long as I was hoping it would.
No, that's a good one, though.
Yeah.
I'm not surprised that she's all... So were her kids there on the plane, too?
No. Not that Margaret mentioned. I don't know where they would have been.
I mean, they must be really in love,
She's
though.
pretty broke. Maybe they were in luggage.
Mary Kay Letourneau and Billy Falau, they must be... why would he still be married to her?
Because, if you look at pictures of
Maybe
her,
she
back
does-
when it
maybe
happened,
she
she was
does-
kind of a hot teacher.
Right. But, I mean, obviously, they could just get divorced
Yeah,
now.
and it looks, just based on cell phone pictures, she's gained a little bit of weight.
Oh, wow.
Scotch.
Yeah, I'm not surprised either. And she probably got a little bit of money that he's cadging off of. Or he's hoping that maybe they'll write another book one day. They
I'd
got
read
to
it.
stay together
Fuck
for that.
yeah, I'm all over it.
But if they got divorced, he could probably write, they should get divorced, and then he could write a book about how he was seduced all these years and how he was an innocent kid.
Who would play him in the TV movie? Who did play him in
There
the
was
TV
someone,
movie?
I don't know. Looked a lot like him.
Was it the kid that played Doogie Howser's best friend on Doogie Howser and Me?
No, it was a kid that...
Can you pull that guy's name? I'll give you $10 right now.
Who?
He was
no.
also in Ed Wood. I don't know his name.
He was Vinny.
Oh yeah, Vinny.
Vinny, but I don't know his name.
Okay, that's enough movie trivia for now.
Yeah.
Teaser.
We should play Cineplexity.
Right now?
Yeah.
Okay. There's going to be a lot of wrestling with the mics. I don't even know where the cards are.
I got some cards right here.
Okay, so let's explain what this is for everybody.
Go ahead. I'm going to find a card.
Okay, Cineplexity is a game. It involves cards and nothing else. It involves movies, so if you're not a movie buff or even a casual fan, then listen to themovieguyspodcast.com.
Wow.
Sick bird. Anyway, moving on. I like making enemies, PJ.
Okay.
Episode 1, Burning Bridges.
Yeah.
Let's get it on paper.
Okay.
Anyway, Cineplexity is a game. I'll read 2 cards, explains this. Let's just start playing.
Okay.
People will get it. I'm going to draw 2 cards, and
Okay.
PJ's going to pull a movie out of his ass. We already had that card. This is going badly. We had that one too.
Shuffle.
Okay. Every single one. Okay. Actor, better known as a comedian.
Okay. So this movie, I have to think of a movie that involves
this
an
is a good one.
actor better known as a comedian.
And the character is a librarian, bookworm, or leech.
A librarian, bookworm, or leech.
Let me spread it out on the table. I want you to be able to refer back.
Yeah.
Seems like you're struggling.
I'd like to be able to look at these.
There they are, right on top.
This is,
You have 10 seconds.
man. What do you get? 2 points if you can think of one before me?
We're not playing by official rules.
Oh,
You have to have at least 4 players. We're not doing this right at all.
Yeah, that's true. I'm trying to think of some chick that was a librarian in a movie.
We don't use the word chick on this podcast.
Oh, I'm sorry. God.
We've already got Mom not as a listener
Oh.
anymore. Yeah, you got to go bookworm on this one, I think. Oh,
Why, do you have one?
maybe.
What is it?
Rick Moranis has a comedy CD now. He was also kind of a bookworm in Ghostbusters, was he not? He was just a nerd, not
I
necessarily.
don't know
a
if he
bookworm.
was a bookworm.
Okay, bad example.
Yeah.
And I stole yours.
My turn.
Draw some cards for me, PJ.
Okay, this one has a setting of Asia. Haha.
Oh shit.
Fuck you. The props is a casket or clock.
Setting is Asia.
Uh-huh.
Is there passing in this game? Can I pass that on to
I-
you and make you look like the idiot?
I think that's what we just did. Does someone
Would
die? Does someone die in 7 years in Tibet? Because I've never
I
seen
was
that
thinking
movie.
Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon.
I don't know. I never saw that.
I did. Somebody was bound
Of
to.
course you did. Everyone saw that movie.
PJ, there were subtitles. It was important.
Yeah.
I can,
Oh, and you guys went with Pat Keogh,
let's not give last names.
severely. Oh, I'm sorry, PK, our severely dyslexic friend. And I remember there was a great impression of him when, as soon as the subtitles started.
No. Go back. Tell the whole story.
Or
I guess you did.
he
He's
can't read.
dyslexic, and we tricked him into seeing a movie he didn't know was subtitled. Continue.
And I believe his exact words were, "Oh fuck."
I think he'd gone through puberty. Pat has deeper voices than both of us. That was a bad impression.
That was the way his brother did the impression. Oh fuck! You guys tricked me.
That was a cruel trick. I really was an asshole.
God, he couldn't.
Were
talk
you not
either.
involved in that trick?
No, I wasn't there
That
for
seems
that.
like a PJ idea to me.
He couldn't talk either. Hetty used to say breakfast.
Oh, they both did
It
it.
was like Befrix.
Befrix. And then what was the other one? Oh, never I'm supposed to. I opposed to.
I'm opposed to.
I'm opposed to.
Yeah.
Okay. Two inside. That should be the real name of our podcast.
What's that?
Two inside.
2 inside.
Yeah, we need to break away.
I got it.
Let's talk about current
losing
events.
listeners with
Yes.
Nick and PJ. All right, it's my turn. You gotta draw 2 cards.
Oh, we're still doing this.
Yeah, why not?
Okay. Then I have a question for you, not related to this.
Okay.
Production, it's based on a true story, PJ, and the characters are bloody or cold-blooded. There could not be an easier answer than anything that first came to your mind. Oh, I'm sorry. Did you freeze up?
Yeah, I'm really awful at this game. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Based on a true... Oh, barely.
Kind of. I couldn't say Fargo because that was debunked.
If I weren't worried about losing our feed and everything we've just recorded, I would challenge you on IMDb.
To what?
I'm sure it's been proven wrong that that's not based on a true story, even slightly.
The Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Correct.
I don't know.
They could have pulled a Fargo.
On Snopes.com, I was looking at like movie.
Please don't plug other sites.
Oh, I'm
Only
sorry.
our own. MySpace.com/mybrother.
It fucking sucks. But they had movie urban legends like, is Jamie Lee Curtis a hermaphrodite? But they said that one, the answer to that was undetermined.
Really? Still?
Yeah. But most
What
of the
about
ones on
gerbil up Richard Gere's ass?
I didn't read that one either.
Oh, it's got to be unknown.
Yeah.
There's no way that guy didn't do it.
Yeah.
I don't know what I have against him,
Yeah.
except for I've never seen him in a movie.
I don't even understand how that story. I guess it's just a story that's always been out there.
Yeah. What's another one? Michael Jackson. I hear he's white.
Bleaches his skin.
Yeah. Good times.
And he's a kid fucker.
Are you drawing some cards for me, PJ?
Yeah.
Let's keep this shit going.
Okay. Characters are dopey, sleepy, bashful, or sneezy. I don't think you should be allowed to say Snow White. I think these are descriptive terms.
I disagree.
Not the names.
What's the second card?
Scene-
If it says slut, I'm saying Snow White in some words.
Scenes is an injury.
What was the first card again? Excuse me, everybody. I'm
Character is dopey, sleepy, bashful, or sneezy.
And the other card?
Scene involves an injury.
There's got to be a scene in a movie where somebody was killed in a car crash when they fell asleep. What is that movie?
Oh. Well.
I like that I turn it around on you.
Why are you going to make me look like a douchebag?
Wow. So they could be sneezy
Sneezy.
and in a dire situation.
Yeah. Or getting hurt slightly. You could say, if retard counts as dopey, you could say there's something about Mary.
Oh, or I Am Sam. I'm sure he fucking curbed it at some point.
He fell down the stairs and went on a cake. That was my favorite scene. Yeah, so that's a good one. If retard is dopey.
On the record, that was the worst representation of a retard I've ever seen on screen.
Really?
Yeah, I don't buy Sean Penn as a retard.
It makes everybody cry.
What?
Everybody who watches it, they
Does
cry.
everybody you know? Excuse me. Let me start again.
I got a question.
This will be a great joke. Let me finish.
Okay.
Is everybody you know retarded? Also? Yes, that was totally worth stopping.
The guy from There's Something About Mary, was he really retarded?
Probably. The Fairley Brothers like to do that.
Yeah,
That other guy from fucking Shallow Hal that had no reason for being in the movie that was like
on
his hands.
Yeah. What the fuck was with that guy?
I don't know. They're friends.
There was a whole bunch.
Like the retards.
There was a whole bunch of Moe's and There's Something About Mary when he's like, "Thanks, Mary. Thanks for the hamburger. I'm gonna give you 2 kisses."
I like that you're making a reference to 1999. Right
Yeah,
now.
and then The Ringer with Johnny Knoxville.
He was in that?
No, but there was lots of retards.
Oh yeah, legit retards
Yeah.
too.
I mean, not what's the word? Special Olympics competitors.
Okay, PJ. I have Special Olympics actually written down as a note. This is a perfect segue yet again.
Oh yeah,
We work so well together. I fell in love with a couple of girls. Now that's gonna sound fishy, but I did, and there are a lot of like
they're people.
No,
I guess
a lot
pussy's
of hot
pussy.
volunteers.
Oh okay.
Oh yeah, and they're helping them make their fucking bead necklaces with the dog tags.
I don't doubt that there's lots of.
I hurt you, daddy.
That would turn me off right there. They're volunteering there and not there to laugh at them. Because I bet
what
they
are they trying to
because
prove?
I bet
Ooh,
they
I
are
believe in
laughing.
God.
I bet they're getting grossed out. It's like something my wife would do. She'd come home and take a hot shower. She'd be crying in the tub with bleach.
Mascara running down her
Yeah.
face. It's a sad scene.
But they get a credit or something, and they're all giggling, and the boys hit on them and go home and jerk off into their footy pajamas about the hot girls.
I forgot what we were talking about, but this is a weird end to a story.
Yeah.
Again, let's move on.
The girls are all grossed out there.
So people should check out The Ringer on DVD.
The Ringer.
What you're getting at
Yeah.
with this? Okay. So
Did you see any of those guys? Because they had a lot of like real Special Olympic athletes in the Ringer.
oh, that's so cute.
Yeah.
As if they weren't making blatant retard jokes the whole movie.
Yeah. It was touchy, you know. It was like, I now pronounce you Chuck and Larry, but back then.
Yeah. And when I think good, touchy-feely, feel-good movie, I think Johnny Knoxville carries it.
Oh, speaking of touchy, feel-good movies and retards,
Yes.
have you Crispin Glover? I think we've talked
I'm
about
intrigued.
this before.
Continue.
Crispin Glover, of course, George McFly from the Back to the Future and some weird shit too.
Just the first Back to the Future. He had nothing to do with the other
Oh, that's
two.
right. Yeah.
He was just a vague background.
and
extra.
anything you saw was just old footage from
Yeah.
the first one.
Any close-ups. Otherwise, it was some guy trying to look like
Yeah.
Crispin Glover.
Yeah.
Two inside.
But anyway, he like wrote and directed this movie. Have you not heard of this?
Is it called like What the Shit or something?
Yeah,
It's
what the
something weird.
fuck or something.
Yeah.
And it's just the entire cast is like the most mongoloid sloth looking moes he could find. Like,
You're using the word mo a lot.
yeah. Well, retards played out.
Yeah, let's move on. Before the end of the episode,
But do you
I
know
will
if-
find a way to perfectly put the word cunt into a sentence. People won't even notice.
Tonight.
Yes.
Today.
Yes. I'm sorry. Let's talk more about Crispin Glover and what a weird shithead he is.
Yeah. Well, I'd like to watch
I
that
love
movie.
him. I'm fascinated by him. Have you seen Willard, the movie about him and the rats?
No.
Oh, so good.
I ran into River's Edge that had him.
I saw that on your Netflix queue.
He was really young in that.
Should I put that on my higher up on my Netflix queue? Is it
Yeah,
worth
why
checking
not?
out?
It's funny to watch.
Who else is in it? It's got a
Keanu
stellar
Reeves.
Oh.
And
And this is like old school, right?
yeah, they're young in it. And it's got his name's
Is
like
there a retard in that movie?
no.
Oh,
No.
I swore I saw that in synopsis. I wasn't just pulling back.
No, but the other guy's name is I think his name's Daniel Roebuck, and he played Jay Leno in that.
I know he's also in The Fugitive, yeah?
Yeah, and he's Arnst on Lost.
Oh, yeah.
And he was in it,
He blew up after 3 episodes.
and he played a guy that like.
Hey, I
killed
know
his-
how we gain new listeners. Let's
How's
talk about Lost in depth. No, continue.
Well, I'm done.
You might want to move the mouse. We don't want to lose this.
Oh, okay.
I
Don't fuck up.
I don't know how long it's been.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you guys are hearing this right now, it's a miracle. This
Yeah.
is really round 3 for us. But I feel it's our best.
Oh, we've been doing good.
And by best, I mean the worst. That was my attempt at Jimmy Pardo humor.
Jimmy Pardo here.
Except for his would have been more clever.
If I can't rip off Keith Malley, why can you rip off Jimmy Pardo?
Well, I think Keith Melley is easier to rip
What
off.
the fuck? What can I do?
Now do him as the gay voice.
I can't remember anything he said. I put on a wig and my voice gets high.
This should just be a shameless plug for Keith and the
Two
Girl.com
inside.
because then maybe we'll end up on their show as a clip, and they can make
Wouldn't
fun
that be
of us and
great?
these people. Dimitri the Lover, I only found out about him because of Keith and the Girl, and he's got like 8 clicks because of me on his stupid fucking
And
website.
now he's famous. They're magic makers. Keith and the
Yes.
girl.
Oh, we love him to death.
Can we pimp our podcast on their forums?
Yeah. Everybody get a Keith and the Girl sticker and then write Planned Brotherhood over it and then put it at your local bar
Actually,
in the bathroom.
I heard them have a caller the other day that pimped his own podcast, and they were really making fun of him about it.
Oh, yeah. I think I vaguely recall that.
Yeah.
It was his beer show on live.
Oh yeah.
Anyway.
I bet people looked it up too.
I'll bet nobody gives a shit.
I'm
what
gonna
we're talking
I'm
about
gonna
right
call into Nancy Grace and be like, oh, I just
now.
want to.
Explain to Nancy Grace is not for the listener, but for
Everyone
me.
know-
I have no idea.
Oh, she's a cunt on TV. Oh, I did
You
it.
stole my
I
line.
did it.
No. Let's
She is
start again.
She is a grade A cunt on TV. And-
She's a cunt, you say?
yeah.
Okay, that was my way of working it. I'm done now.
And she
No more
gets
pressure.
call-in listeners, and obviously you're only going to get on the air if they're like, remember to compliment Satan on her new twins and all this bullshit, and tell her she doesn't look fat, and because that's all the people on that show say. But every now and then some assholes get through and say, Nancy, why are you like this? Why don't you let anyone state their own opinions? And then she'll go, oh, we lost the caller. It got disconnected.
And is she
anyway.
Oh, so she's real bitchy about it too?
Oh my God, she's like the Southern fried cunt.
I love it when that shit happens. When people like sneak
Sneak
in.
through.
Remember the obvious example I think is here's another trivia question for you and for our listener. So I can't pull the year. And again, we don't have access to IMDb. It was, I'd say, probably mid to late 90s. Oscar awards ceremony. Oscar Academy.
Okay.
And somebody at a certain point like
MPAA.
streaked on stage.
Streaked on stage? That
Well,
was a
not
long
li-
time ago.
Oh, no. Okay, that's a separate story.
Yeah.
This is 90s. And this person came up on stage shirtless, not completely nude, and had a band name, obviously his own band, self-promotion, at the Oscars. Fucking brilliant.
Yeah.
He was obviously a cousin of the security guard. You're already looking at me dumbfounded. You'll never know.
Yeah, I don't know.
The name of the band
No.
on the chest, Soy Bomb. I don't think they ever had a record.
Who would know the answer to that?
Oh, I guarantee at least me.
Who is glued to the Oscars? Glued to their videotapes
no.
of 1991 Oscars.
Okay, first of all, I'd say I can tell you why it's not 1991 because I was first made aware of it on a SNL episode in which they did a joke about it. Like somebody, I don't remember who the fuck, somebody was giving the monologue, and then Will Ferrell, so it had to have been at least 95, 96, jumped up on stage and he had Soy Bomb written on his chest.
It was the same band name?
Yeah.
Well, there you go. That was publicity.
Yeah.
It's too bad.
I don't think they were ever a guest on SNL, though. As a
What would
musical
be the
guest.
point if they never put out an album?
I don't know.
It was probably some guy that just called his friend and he's like, we should start a band.
Yeah. Oh, fuck, now I got to learn guitar?
Yeah. I'm going to advertise it. We'll have an album like next week. I remember when Tim, our cousin Tim,
which we're devoting a whole episode to later.
Soon. He'll be a guest. He'll be third chair. The forums will speak and they'll never want him to leave. But he was trying to borrow money from his stepdad, who hated him, to buy a guitar. And he's like, no, why would I give you that money to buy a guitar? And Tim's like, well, if you buy me the guitar, I'll be in a band and I'll make a whole lot of money and I can pay you back. That was probably Tim on the Oscars.
Yeah. Wow, Tim in a band.
Oh, he would always buy
Let's post
guitars.
a picture of Tim on our MySpace page, too.
A young one, cowboy hat.
Oh, God. Everybody with the cowboy hats.
Cowboy hat and a duster coat.
Apparently, none of us knew better.
Our cousin,
we don't have any memory before 3. They can do whatever they want to.
Yeah, that's true. We have cowboy shirts on our MySpace page.
Oh, way to plug.
Yeah.
It's like 3 times now.
Tim went through a lot of different phases. He was a cowboy. He was a ninja.
Yeah. Was it a cowboy?
He was a
Or was
duck.
it just a fedora?
No, that was way later. I'm talking about young when his dad was a cowboy. Remember when Tracy was a cowboy?
Our Uncle Tracy.
Yeah. And they have all these
We have to
pictures of
bring all
them
these
sitting
people
together.
on.
Yeah.
I think we should have some kind of like family reunion and just give everybody a mic.
Oh,
So
yeah?
if our listeners could chip in like $3,000 for that equipment, that would be an awesome podcast,
Yeah.
and it would be worth it. Do you have anything else to say, PJ? I
Well-
hate that I keep doing that. Remind me not to do that again.
What, to ask five
It's
anything
got to
else
be a
to say?
free-flowing thing.
It beats dead air.
Okay, you're right. I disagree.
Okay. We
You're
can
not right.
curse.
Yeah?
I was trying to.
Are you going to do the 7 words you in honor of George Carlin?
Who knows that? Who knows that? No one
Shit,
knows
piss, cock, sucker, motherfucker. And there are
Okay.
3 more.
that. I guess they did play it on CNN 20 times a day.
Censored, though. They would have to, right?
Oh, maybe it wasn't CNN. Maybe it was on podcasts and stuff.
Yes.
Yeah. But are you ready to take a break?
Yeah.
We'll come back. I got a fun game to play.
Oh, yeah?
The Playboy Advisor game. We'll explain the rules when we return.
You don't think you should give me anything? At least say that Playboy is in reference to the magazine.
Right.
We've got our guy audience still, huh, guys?
If you want to play along, pull out your cock, pull out your Playboy, and we're gonna have fun. We're gonna play Soggy Biscuit. We'll be back in a minute. You read Playboy, right? Everybody reads Playboy.
Everybody reads Playboy.
I have a subscription.
Still, currently?
Yeah. When it runs out, I'm not going to renew it. I'm really not that into it.
But the articles.
Yeah, well,
Something about the articles.
that is literally
There's some
only
joke I can make about the articles.
yeah. That's everyone's joke, but that is like the only thing I read because I'm not interested in the women in there. You got to see motion.
Too airbrushed? That's what they say.
That they're just standing still.
Okay.
I want to see someone's vagina open.
Do you want to see like cock and vagina though?
Cock and vagina. Cock and pussy.
No, cock in vagina.
Oh yeah, I prefer it, but in and out and in and out. I wouldn't. I don't like Penthouse or Hustler.
No?
I'm not into the mags.
Video?
Oh yeah. If anything, when I look at a Playboy, the pictures get me worked up just enough to come over here and look up internet porn.
You mean actual
well,
moving
if I'm gonna
internet.
jerk off, I want to do something. Yeah, video.
Okay. Anyway, let's get to the rules of this game.
Yeah, the rules of the game. It's the Playboy Advisor questions.
You might want to say that again.
The Playboy Advisor questions game for
Did
2
you just make that
for
up?
fun. Yes. And you're aware of the Playboy Advisor,
Yes.
where that you can write in. I think they say you can write in any reasonable question will be answered.
And it's always sexually related?
No, not always.
Okay.
Not always at all.
Generally?
But for the purposes of this game, I've made them all sexual related.
Oh, good job.
Because
Way to think ahead.
I like to say cunt and pussy.
Yeah, we already have a couple times.
So I've been.
What have we not conquered in this podcast?
I have been writing down real Playboy Advisor questions and coming up with my own bits of hilarity
I can't wait.
to pose as fake Playboy Advisor questions. I'll read you 2 real ones and a fake one, and you got to find out. You got to guess which the fake one is, the one I wrote.
How much time is this going to take? I got a fictional date tonight. Continue.
It'll eat up lots of time.
Okay, good.
All right. So I'll read you 3 questions. Number 1. I'd like to ask some girls I know to blow me for $50. How would you approach this? I don't want a relationship, just head. Is it illegal to ask a chick to blow you for money? Okay, that's the first question.
I already know that one's real. I think I wrote that.
Here's the second one. I have been having a recurring dream involving my mother. In the dream, she is still my mom, but I have married and had children with her. What does this mean?
Oh,
That's
sounds
question
just fucked
2.
up enough to be yours. Hold on. I'm writing down keywords, but go ahead.
And the third one is, I plan to get a tattoo on the shaft of my cock and perhaps the head. My girlfriend has agreed to keep me hard, but any other advice you can offer would be appreciated.
Well, he's talking about as far as staying hard?
Yeah, for the tattoo process, the tattooing process.
It seems like there's a pill for that. I could have dreamt that.
Well,
okay, so we have the blowjob for $50.
yes.
The having kids with your mom dream.
Yes.
Or the cock tattoo.
The cock tattoo.
Oh, God.
The cockatoo.
I'm
Cockatoo.
going to go with my first instinct on this one, and I think you came up with the fucked up mom story.
That is correct.
You're so predictable.
That
is a bad game.
That is the first one that I wrote. Good for you.
Oh, you have
Bully
another?
for you.
You have another.
Yeah, we got 3 rounds of this.
Oh, okay.
Okay. First question. This is a long one.
I'm glad it's going well.
It is. and you're up, and I suck at Cineplexity. When we get the Saved by the Bell trivia game here, I will conquer all.
Let's call it 6.
Yeah.
Episode 6, all about Saved by the Bell.
Yeah.
All you AC Slater
There's got to
fans
be a
out there.
trivia board game or website or something.
That's the only trivia I know, by the way,
I
is
could
AC
create
Slater's
that
name.
website. Albert Clifford.
Albert Clifford. You didn't even let me ask you what it stood for.
Don't fuck with me. I know these things.
Okay, question 2.
Okay.
Question 2.
Question 1 of round 2.
Question 1 of round 2.
All right.
I apologize.
Okay. I am an openly gay male living in Seattle. My best friend and roommate of
Too
5
local.
years.
You made this up.
Of 5 years is very supportive, very cute, but very heterosexual. Recently, after a party at our apartment, he got drunk and passed out on the living room floor. After everyone had left, I led into my temptations, reaching down his shorts and fondling him while I masturbated. He woke up the next day with no idea what I had done, but I have been consumed with guilt. Should I tell him and risk losing my best friend?
I know that's not yours because you wouldn't spend that much time writing a question. That was like 3 paragraphs, but continue.
All right, question 2.
Hand job, question 1. Go ahead.
I have become friends with an attractive woman at work. She speaks freely with me about her new breast implants. How can I ask her to show them to me without destroying the friendship?
And this is a male?
This is a male, yeah.
Oh, of course it is. This is Playboy. Okay, go ahead.
All right. I am a regular masturbator who has come out of the closet and accepted the activity as normal and healthy.
Came out of the closet on masturbating?
Take
You did
what
not
you-
write that question well, PJ.
Take what you will. Let me start over. I'm a regular masturbator who has come out of the closet and accepted the activity as normal and healthy. I'd like to further explore the art of self-pleasure. While searching online, I came across a site devoted to what teenagers once called circle jerks. A co-ed solo sex party sounds like a great alternative to a full-blown orgy, especially since it eliminates the risk of STDs. How would I find one?
Wow. These are good ones. This is better than round 1.
I saved it. You've got circle jerks.
Circle jerks.
You've got want to see the fake tits. And you've got fondled my straight friend.
I'm going to go, you made up circle jerk.
Incorrect.
Oh, really?
I made up fondle my straight best friend.
Is that the one that went on for
Although
a
I
long
can't
time?
really say made up. Yeah, it was one of it was a long one, yes.
It was the longest one.
Yeah.
The one that I fell asleep during when you first read
Yeah,
it.
definitely.
Okay, we
right.
got another one of these? Let's
Yeah.
do it.
You're 1 for 2, man.
1 for 2.
If you don't go 2 for 3, then there's something we got to put something on
Am I
this right
fired?
now. Yeah.
No, put something
will
on the table
replace
now.
it. Yeah. I don't know.
Episode 2.
Next case of beer.
Okay.
Okay. Wait, I got to figure out which ones. Okay, I read those.
PJ, get it together.
I know.
It's
I'm
a professional
trying.
podcast.
I'm trying.
Should I
Oh
do
my
the Jeopardy
God,
music?
this is dead air. Okay, I'm back.
I was going to do the Jeopardy music. Hold on. I just need 30 seconds.
That would be a hilarious joke.
If you'd let me do it.
Did you say Vegas, baby, when you were in Vegas?
No. We
Was
talked
it-
about this on the podcast that doesn't exist, but I
Yeah.
never actually uttered that phrase.
Good
What's-
for you. You typed it.
No, only to say that I wasn't going to do it.
Yeah. And nobody knows what it's from.
No.
Okay. Question 1.
That
It's a-
was
it's another-
such a poor riff.
It's another.
We're debating between the title for this episode. It'll either be Two Inside or Horrible, Horrible, Horrible Riff.
What a riff.
What a riff.
It's riff-tacular. Ta-da!
I would clap.
Okay, question 1. It's another lengthy one.
Oh, God.
I have a high-paying job that I've been at for several years and was recently horrified to learn that 2 of my coworkers are HIV positive.
She doesn't drink from the same cup, does she?
It makes me very uncomfortable to be around them, and I am forced to go out of my way to avoid any sort of physical contact. I don't want to be around them, but I don't think I should have to quit. What are my rights in this situation?
Oh, that's good. And that is not you.
So HIV
That's all I need.
is
HIV.
passable through ice cream. Question 2. Often in porn, you'll see a guy fuck a woman's pussy, switch to her ass, and then back to her pussy. Are there risks in that?
See, you'll want me to think that's you. Okay, so I'm going to write pussy as a reminder, and then pussy.
Pussy, ass, pussy.
Pussy, yes, pussy. Okay, 3.
Hold on, beard break.
Oh, more dead air.
Gotta
Congratulations.
liquefy. All right, question 3. My friends and I conducted an experiment with our girlfriends and wives. Whenever we requested oral sex, we used the term blow party instead of blow job, because what woman wouldn't rather go to a party than a job? We found that as a group, we were 35% more likely to get action when using blow party. What do you think?
Just the term itself?
Saying blow party instead of blowing.
Oh, that
Can I
would
have
be-
a blow party?
It does sound a little more innocent.
Because what woman
It
wouldn't
sounds
wanna
like
go to
a soft R-rated movie.
I feel like that would gross people out.
Blow party?
Yeah.
I
And
would
then,
think charms.
and then they'd go back to their 6th grade class.
Okay, so blow party. You had too much commentary on that one. That was not you.
Oh.
I'm going to go not the obvious. I'm going to say you made up the HIV one, not the pussy and the ass and the pussy.
I made up the HIV one.
Yes!
Ah, that's
I
so
can fucking read
good.
you like a book. You owe me beer.
That's so good.
How close are we to the end of this episode? Because we could probably use some more beer.
Yeah. We got about 10 minutes left.
Oh, God.
I got 2 more questions here if you want to read them.
Oh, boy.
One's real, one's fake.
Okay.
Here we go.
So here's a 50-50.
Yeah. But this one counts for nothing. My best friend has married a woman who is such a bitch that no one in our circle of friends, including my girlfriend, wants to be around her. How do I tell him that everyone hates his wife?
That is a toughie.
Question 2. What is it about sex that makes you crave a cigarette so badly afterwards?
I am going to go with the obvious on this one and say that you wrote the cigarette question.
I did. Congratulations.
I apparently fucking ruled this game.
Yeah. Oh, I did have more real ones.
Hey.
It's funny to read them with the answers, though. In fact, I'm going to buy the book of Playboy advisory questions.
Do they have
because
those books?
this game
I know they have the Penthouse letter.
The Penthouse Forums, I think
Yeah.
that's like a monthly magazine.
Yeah, it is.
But they do have a book of Playboy advisory questions.
Oh.
It's a big book.
Does Hef write the forward?
Probably.
Backward? Whenever that other one.
Someone does for him.
Do you have anything? Oh, I was not going to allow that to happen again.
Okay, let's just stay silent and
Okay.
think of something else. to talk
Okay.
about.
10, 15-second prayer?
15-second prayer?
Everybody get involved, please.
I don't want to pray.
We can talk about this after the prayer.
Because we'd have to pray in Jesus' name, and I'm not comfortable.
Can we expand?
No.
Oh, okay. I found the segue I needed.
Yeah. To talk about religion.
Oh, not just any religion, my friend.
The one.
The one. The
only.
less than 5 mil that are still in it, I think, at this point.
Really?
Who knows?
They've had a big drop.
We grew up as Jehovah's Witnesses.
Yeah.
I have one more story to tell.
Okay.
Before we end this forever.
Okay.
So, just as a little backstory, my brother and I grew up as Jehovah's Witnesses. Born and raised, kind of.
Yeah, loosely.
Loosely. But enough to where we still had to put on suits 3 times a week and not celebrate Halloween.
Yeah, and be miserable our entire lives.
Yes. And so this went on for me longer than you, I guess. Anyway, we have a lot of bitterness. That's not what I'm getting at. We'll get to that in episode I Hate God. No, but okay, so here's the story.
Episode Jehovah Who.
Starring Christian F. I couldn't even choke out the good joke.
That would be a great show if Jehovah had amnesia and he forgot.
Jehovah being God, let's explain. Unless they're already Wikipedia.
He had amnesia and then he started celebrating Christmas and going trick-or-treating. And instead of
we should write that and then be amused by
and
ourselves.
You know who will star as God? David Faustino.
I thought maybe the dog, but the dog died.
Yeah,
Buck died.
Buck, and then they got lucky.
That was a sad episode.
Yeah.
I think that's the first time I remember crying. What was I talking about?
You were going to tell some great Jehovah's Witness story.
Oh, yeah. So we grew up as Jehovah's Witnesses. I fell out about 4 years ago. There are certain members of our family that still don't talk to me. I've been pretty much excommunicated. Yes? Is that fair to say?
You avoid contact. who have you? We went to
true,
Grandma's house.
It's, Grandma's grandma. Though.
Russ and Sherry would talk.
She's just eager to give us Ritz.
Yeah.
And cheese.
And hot dogs.
Oh, Grandma, great cook. Good job, Grandma. So I find out recently, I've been out of the religion for about 4 or 5 years probably. And since then have turned to terrible, terrible things.
Horrible acts and practices.
Smoking, premarital sex.
Oh,
it's
you're
not going to
still
get me into
not
heaven, guy.
You're still not married and you have sex.
Yeah.
It's awful.
I know. That's mind-boggling.
Although you need to learn what foreplay is.
Yes, let's talk about that, shall we?
Well, I made a mention of it in an episode that went away. But no, we better stick to Jehovah's Witness. We got about 5 minutes left.
We'll tell that other story.
All right. I'll teach you how to foreplay.
Gross. If nothing else has turned people off from this, that's it. But you know we're brothers. We established that in the first 3 minutes.
Yeah, that's a new kind of gross.
Okay, so I have a lot of bitterness towards religion, as I feel you do. And I find out there's a new guy just got hired at my office. I won't say where because... Anyway, he's about 22 years old, no facial hair, which should have been my first sign. Not allowed to have beards as a Jehovah's Witness. But I find out through somebody else that he is like a devout Jehovah's Witness, like to the point where he's praying before he eats his hungry man lunch.
He's new.
Yeah,
he
doesn't know any better.
Yeah, he'll get bitter.
So here's what I was thinking, because I was talking to another coworker, the one that informed me that he was in fact a Jehovah's Witness, because I have so many things to say. It's just that nobody's willing to listen anymore.
Right.
So I'm thinking I might make this guy the putty in my hands. Like, feign interest in a religion I know is bullshit, and then report on it on the podcast.
Oh.
Get a Bible study going,
and you can make,
and then
you can ask questions.
I'll transform into Ashton Kutcher, and 3 months down the line, be like, "Fuck you! God does not exist. You're an asshole."
PlanBrotherhood.com, bitch.
Here's a flyer.
Yeah, this is
and
one
a pot brownie.
This is one question I want you to ask him.
Yes.
Is I already forget what I was going to say. There's something about dinosaurs that I asked somebody in Joe's.
Blank stares, right?
If there was always man, but there used to be dinosaurs, but dinosaurs and man never coexisted, how do you explain that? And I remember a guy who studied with us, who's now dead from hanging, said that they did coexist.
And he actually broke into tears as he had to tell that lie. Is that correct?
Yeah, exactly.
That actually drove him to his death.
On second thought, maybe I should have remembered that question more. It's not very... I'm sure I don't have the facts right.
Something to do with dinosaurs.
We ran in...
You gave him a private screening of Jurassic Park and asked him what he thought of it.
We are being inundated with Jehovah's Witnesses lately.
Oh, just this morning as I stayed here.
This morning, they came knocking on the door. And we know them, and he was probably...
We know them personally.
He was probably very upset to see you and went home and showered in bleach. Because Nick was baptized, and he's a bad kid. I was never baptized. I never found my way.
This means nothing to anybody. Well, to the less than 5 million people worldwide, it still holds some truth.
Well, if you have any questions, we'll be happy to answer them. I know that
Speak for yourself.
you're eventually going to write a movie about being a Jehovah's Witness, right?
Oh, am I?
As
Now I've got
being
this
kid.
podcast thing going. This is what makes me a millionaire.
I came up with a good idea.
I already
for
bought a
movie.
monocle.
I came up with a good idea for a movie. I'm going to tell you this. You're going to reject it. I'm going to cry, and we're going to end the show. Oh, yeah. I want to make a movie where some people stumble across, like, this is such a terrible idea. Where some people, they, like, stumble across some old student film or something, but, like, kind of cinema verite, kind of raunchy, like the one Sal Mineo did late in his career.
Your words mean nothing to me.
Sorry. Starring, like, Brad Pitt or something.
Okay. Now I see it.
Yeah, and then they're just trying to get it up off the ground.
What? Really?
I thought of this movie 5 minutes ago. Isn't that a great
As we
idea?
were talking about something else.
Isn't that a great idea?
No, I'll tell you what. Another not great idea is. That we're actually.
Wait a minute. I know what you're getting into.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're out of time.
No.
No.
One last thing.
Okay.
Worst idea for a movie ever.
Yeah.
Originated by PJ, not me. You.
It is a great short film idea.
Okay. It's for the interwebs. Is that correct?
Right.
How do people find this piece of shit movie? Oh, let me describe it first.
I got to film it.
It's So are you writing it with the guys that write the scary movies, the date movie, the epic movie?
Let's tell them what the movie is.
Okay. So you're
Why don't you let me explain
okay.
the movie?
And then we'll end it.
Basically, the short film is a trailer for The Breakfast Club, like a revamped trailer for The Breakfast Club.
Revamped. I like it.
But in all
Brett Ratner involved.
but in all the scenes, it's all the classic scenes from the trailer where they're dancing in the library, smoking a joint.
YouTube it if you
when
don't
he
know.
fist tip pumps in the air at the very end of it, and that Billy Idol song's playing, and it stars morbidly obese people. Who,
Oh, this is your version.
yeah,
Yes.
and it's The Breakfast Club starring the Fat Pack.
Oh,
You're just so turned out by the Fat Pack.
Because who cares? I'm fat. That's the whole joke.
And the
I got hoagies in my arms.
well, see when they're dancing, like they'll be dancing. It'll be funny to watch fat people dance. And instead of smoking
It's
a
not
joint,
funny, though.
Instead of smoking a joint, he'll be eating a hot dog. And at the end, when he fist pumps in the air, he's just holding like a big hoagie sandwich. And that's the payoff.
I realize
and that's
I'm
what it
laughing
says.
now, but not because it's
That's what it
genuinely
says.
funny.
The Fat Pack.
So are you doing it ironically? Like you don't actually think this is a good idea?
I
right?
just think it's hilarious.
Now tell me, or tell the listener, I should say, the one other thing about this.
Well,
you were going to come up with fake
cast
actor names,
right? The actors' names, and this is why I wanted to wait till episode 2 because I've only come up with half the cast. But it'll star Olio Estevez.
It's a play on the name Emilio Estevez.
Thank
This
you.
is for our deaf listeners.
Thank you.
Or blind, I guess.
Or Riri. Molly Ringding.
That one is good.
And
But that seems like such a cheap joke. Like you could write for Mad TV and probably
The
make more money than
whole
you're making
thing
now,
is
but
a
that doesn't
cheap
mean you're
joke.
funny.
The whole thing is a cheap joke. And of course, the man holding the hoagie in the air, Spud Nelson. We're ending this episode now.
Thanks for hanging out. yo.
Yeah.
Oh,
Go
really?
to
That's how I'm ending
MySpace.
it?
Yeah.
Okay.
You plug the MySpace.
Okay. www.myspace.com/plannedbrotherhood.
All right. Go on there. Request us as a friend.
Yes, please.
Thanks for listening.